My dear friend, a few days ago, something very strange happened to me. Something that I've been uncertain of how to express. I suppose I'll start at the beginning as best I can. It started with the smell of petrichor, that refreshing scent of wet dirt, often associated with rain and renewal, with springtime, though we are well into a warm summer. It hadn't rained in some time here, where I currently am, which made me curious as to where exactly the smell was coming from. As it turns out, it was coming from the home of another giant. I suspect you might find this funny. In half of the letters I've sent thus far, including this one, I've mentioned finding fellow giants. I encourage you in this time to not take it as luck or coincidence, but rather as a testament to how easy it is to locate giants should you truly look for them. Truly, we are everywhere, often simply just out of sight, just far enough away that we won't disturb others. Apologies for the brief detour. More to the point, this giant was an earth giant, similar in nature to forest giants, but more focused on the foundation of the earth, rather than its ecosystems, I suppose you could say. Moreover, this giant was quite large, to the point that were he standing at full height, he would loom over me easily. Perhaps luckily for me, most of his body had been submerged within the earth. So, the difference in size was not quite so intimidating as it might otherwise have been.
Well, I thought I felt the presence of another giant nearby. Though, I hadn't expected you to actually come into my little hole in the ground.
Well, hello, my large friend. I hope I'm not intruding.
Well, are you here to kill me?
Here? Of course not. Is that common?
More common than you might think.
Oh dear.
But if you're not here to kill me, how can I help a fellow giant out?
Well, to be honest, it's been quite some time since I've met a fellow giant, at least a true giant. I suppose I was curious.
About me?
Yes, I suppose. Curious who you are, what you're doing.
A wandering giant. Curious about other giants.
I suppose.
Well, what exactly are you then?
Oh, I apologize. I suppose I didn't introduce myself. I'm Clement.
I suppose that doesn't really answer my question. Never heard of a transient giant before. What kind of giant are you meant to be?
Disregarding the fact that some giants are intentionally transient and would actively be hindering their own gifts by remaining in one place. I briefly explained my trip thus far, why I'd left your town, and so on. All things I'm sure need no further explanation for you in this moment. He seemed to take this in stride, which was something of a relief given our relatively poor first impressions. And yet, I didn't feel that the tension between us ever truly left in our conversations.
Suppose that explains why you're so small then.
I'm sorry?
Well, I didn't take you for a newborn when you first stumbled in here. I mean, if nothing else, I don't know why another giant would be born so close to me when I'm taking care of the earth just fine from here. So, I figured you had to be old.
Well, yes, I'm quite old.
But you're still tiny.
I wouldn't necessarily say tiny.
But you are tiny. Compared to other giants, you're still pretty short. You haven't grown into yourself.
I suppose this is true. Yes.
So, you're out here to do that, huh?
I'm out here to understand myself better. And understand what I want and what I need.
Well, how's that working out for you?
I wasn't particularly sure how to respond when he'd asked how my journey was going. In many ways, it's gone wonderfully. As you likely know, I feel more like myself now than I have in a very long time. I feel more at one with nature on this journey, and I feel like I'm understanding my purpose more.
Well then, why don't you just leave?
What?
Leave! It's not like they could stop you. You're a giant.
As in, leave my town?
Well, you said it yourself, didn't you? It's not really your town.
Oh,
It's some human's town that you've been forced to protect.
I don't feel that I need to protect it. I want to protect it.
No, you want to protect nature. You said that yourself too. That's your desire.
It is the desire I was born with. I don't believe it has to be my only desire.
Well, the way I see it, you weren't growing before because you weren't following that natural, instinctual desire of yours. So, why is this even a question?
Even at the time, I can't say I didn't find some sense in his words. It would be easier for me, no doubt, to connect with nature if I simply never returned home. It would be easier if I simply remained transient forever, as I was perhaps born to do. If I let your little town be nothing more than a memory for me. But, as I should hope is obvious, my friend, I couldn't do that. Not even if I wanted to. I couldn't abandon you forever. And even as he did his best to convince me that the best course of action would simply be to leave, I couldn't accept it. Not truly. I didn't know, and I still don't know, how truly to balance these two halves of me. Not yet. But, as I said then, I just know that I can't leave them forever. Even if they're not all my friends, they are still mine to protect, to care for, to ensure they live harmoniously with nature.
All right.
All right?
Well, if you don't want to leave them, I'll respect that. I don't understand it, but I'll respect it.
Thank you, my friend.
So, what have you liked about this journey?
Sorry, what?
Well, you said you felt you're one with nature, right?
Yes, that's right.
So, tell me about that. What's made you feel this way?
Well, for starters, I suppose, I enjoyed the weight that was lifted off my shoulders.
No?
Not that I found the visits from my tiny friends particularly difficult. If anything, they relieved me of tension as well.
Sure.
However, as you yourself have pointed out, I wasn't made to protect humans. And doing so has put a weight on my shoulders I don't believe I was ever intended to have.
Being on this journey's helped with that?
Yes. But please don't misunderstand me. That isn't the only reason I feel this way. I've also enjoyed the sights, the freshness.
Freshness?
The different trees, different weather. It's cooler up here than the town I came from.
I see. That feels good?
I apologize if that doesn't make much sense to you. I realize you spend your time down here, so a change of scenery likely isn't something you can relate to.
It's not, no, but continue. Keep talking.
Alright, well, for example, where I live is heavily wooded. And many of those trees, because of how old they are, tower over even me. Just a month or so ago, I found myself in a field large enough that I could stretch out and still have room for easily 2 or 3 more giants of my size to lay with me. And the sun on my skin, the wind in my fingers. It's different here than it was there. Like the flow of the world is somehow different. I suppose that's part of it. Even when things look similar, the flowers and the ferns, the shapes of the trees and the winding of the rivers. Even when I feel like I've seen all these things before, it feels like I'm viewing them in a new light. Like a fog's been lifted from me. I don't know how to explain it, not really. But it feels like I'm viewing the world through new eyes.
Well, I figure I can explain that.
Oh, if you don't mind, please explain it. It's something I've been struggling to understand myself.
Oh, well,
The reasoning he gave, my friend, was not necessarily an unwelcome one. But it is what I have been, up to now, uncertain of how to address. I may have hinted to it in my previous letter, but nonetheless, in part because I myself wasn't entirely sure, I was vague and unspecific. For my delay in explaining myself, I do apologize. I mentioned previously that as giants become older and connect more with their purpose, they grow. And I mentioned previously that I have ceased growing. What I may not have mentioned, however, is that as a giant grows and its connection to the earth is strengthened, it begins to further and further embody that which it has been created to assist. For example, this earth giant has found himself able to feel the world through the roots which have grown from his head and body, able to see, smell, feel, taste, and hear through these roots as he would through his own eyes, ears, and so on. In other examples, a city giant might find that their skin has grown shingle-like scales across their shoulders to mimic the roofs of the houses around them. Or a sea giant may find she has coral horns sprouting from her head. Or a forest giant may find that the soft, almost fuzzy texture of his hands has flourished, become green in color, like a permanent moss growing across his limbs. He may find that his collarbone has small branches sprouting from it, and that his ears tingle with the newfound rustle of leaves peppering them. In seeing these changes himself, such a giant may realize, with some help, that his body has been changing because he is reconnecting with his purpose, with his internal need to be at peace with nature, to be one with it. And now that he is allowing himself to act in accordance with the purpose he has previously neglected, he may come to understand that these changes are likely only the beginning for him. That giant may also recognize that such changes may scare those whom he has known for so long in a familiar, near human form. And if those changes do scare the little friends he's made, I am truly sorry. But ultimately, I hope you will understand. And I hope you will accept me in whatever form I take. I have one more stop I need to make, my friend. One person I cannot go home without visiting. And then I will return. I've been away long enough, and I'm anxious to see you again, regardless of how you and your town react to me, regardless of how warm or bitter my welcome will be. Ever and always your friend, Clement.